Hey there, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I want to give you a summary of what I thought was a great talk or a great presentation at BizX. And frankly, all the presentations at BizX are great, but this one was from Jay Baer. Now, he's a seventh generation entrepreneur. He's a marketing expert, a marketing genius. He's had several marketing companies. He's done well. Now he mostly writes books, does consulting, and does these presentations. He's a professional speaker. And the topic was what I would call the need for speed. In other words, speed is becoming more and more important in business, and how you respond to what your customers and prospects want is likely to lead to your success. What he said was that it's rarely about price. A lot of times that people will tell you, hey, you're too expensive or whatever, but it's not about price, because all of us all of us have bought something and paid more for it to get it quicker. We've paid for the extra shipping. We've paid for something. In fact, I did it. I was in Las Vegas for BizX, and we got there. The plane got there in the morning. Well, check-in time wasn't until 4 p.m. I paid $25 to check into my hotel room early. It was an easy way for them to make some money. It didn't cost them anything really, because the room was probably already ready, and the room was available. So I paid the $25 so I could go in there and wash my face, brush my teeth before I went out and did some stuff around the meeting. So we've all paid for things faster. So, and that's one of the messages here, is that people will pay to get things quicker. So, or some people will pay. But he had six main things, and I want to give you the summary. I think it's excellent thing. The first thing is what he called a got it audit. So, how fast are you responding to something you get, a question, maybe when someone replies on your website or asks for information on your website, how fast are you getting back to them? Because we live in this microwave society where people want to put something in the microwave and get it cooked. Amazon is delivering things in some cities the same day. So, how fast is it actually taking you now? That's a good thing to know, right? To get back to people. The second thing is answer questions before they ask them. And this goes back to Marcus Sheridan's they ask you answer. So, what are the questions that you know people are already asking? Why not just put them on the website? Put them out there, let them know what those questions are. Maybe it's in your email maybe you have an autoresponder to something on your website. When somebody replies, send them an autoresponder and answer a bunch of their questions. You already know what their frequently asked questions are. Just answer them. Okay, so that's number two. Number three, respond even if you don't know the answer. In other words, maybe you're working on a quote form or working on a project, and they're asking something and you don't know the answer. It's way better to say, yeah, hey, got your message. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm going to find out. So that's respond anyway. Number four, set speed expectations. How long is it actually going to take? If something's going to take 4 weeks, tell them it's going to be 4 weeks. Don't tell them 2 weeks. If something's going to take 3 hours and they're expecting it in 5 minutes, then you might just say, hey, look, it's going to be 3 hours. Set expectations. Let them know how long things actually take. Generally, when someone reaches us and is interested in coaching, generally it takes us a little bit of time to get through the questions so that we can get to know them well enough to make a recommendation. So it might take 2 weeks. Now we can do that. In fact, a lot of what we're starting to do is we're just saying, hey, let's just give it a trial. Let me give you 2 weeks free of coaching. And that way I'll have time. We'll meet with you a couple of times. We'll get you to fill out a questionnaire, and we'll have time to actually get to know each other and figure out if there's a fit. So if you're interested in getting started today, we might say, yeah, okay, let's start. But I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be a couple of weeks before we actually get to know each other well enough to make a firm coaching plan, a firm recommendation to get you from wherever you are to wherever you want to be. Number five, close the uncertainty gaps. There's an old saying that in the absence of information, people make stuff up. So, and it's true. If they don't know what's going on, they just make stuff up about what's going on. They think, well, somebody's thinking this or somebody's thinking that. If there's something that they don't know, you have to close it. Like, things that they don't know. Let them know what they are. Close the uncertainty gap. And the sixth one I love: offer a fast pass. Offer a way for someone, like the hotel did, to pay you more money to do it faster. Now, I love this one. So what are the things you can do? And you say, well, I'd have to bump somebody. Yeah, but let's say you could charge somebody 30% more to put them to the front of the line. Do you reckon that second person, the person who was first, if you went to them and said, tell you what, I got this guy, I had to jump into the line, but because I'm going to inconvenience you a little bit, I'm going to give you 10% off. Do you think they're going to be upset about that? Probably not. Well, you just made 20% more because you made 30% on the other guy. You gave the other guy back 10%. You still made 20% more than you would have made, and everybody's still happy. One guy got a discount. One guy got the thing in a hurry. Everybody's happy. So here's a question for you. What are the opportunities for fast pass in your business? What would it take? What could you do to fast pass your business? In other words, but I love this stuff, and I love working with people on this, and this can be implemented in any business. Now, Jay Baer, who came up with this, get his books, go listen to him, look him up on YouTube. He's somebody you want to follow. He says that right now, based on his research, he thinks the world's going to catch up with this idea in about 2 years. So right now we have about 2 years to get a jump on things. So what are you doing now to speed things up, to speed up your replies, to close that gap, to create the fast pass? What are you doing now to answer those questions before they ask them? So in other words, if you want some help with any of this stuff, you can reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you. Hey, and until next time, all the best.